This is not just a battle over one app or one payment system. It's a clash over control of the mobile ecosystem, developer freedom, and the right to fair competition. And it all starts with a simple question. Should one company have the power to control how apps are distributed and monetized on its platform? To understand the stakes in this case, we need to understand how Google Play payment system works. When users purchase apps or makes in-game purchases, Google Play shows the price and payment options, and the player confirms the purchase. Google then processes the payment and credits items to the player's account, and Google takes a 30% commission on the transaction, and the rest goes to developer's account, in this case, Epic Games. This system ensures secure transactions, offers various payment methods, and makes it easy for users to buy in-game items. However, in 2020, Epic Games challenged this model because they felt the 30% fee was too high, leading to their lawsuit against Google, as they wanted more flexibility in how they charge users. The main reason for the lawsuit came when Epic Games deliberately bypassed Google's payment system. In August 2020, Epic released an update for Fortnite, one of the most popular games globally with over 500 million registered users, offering players the option to pay Epic directly for in-game purchases at a discounted rate. By bypassing Google Play's payment system, Epic was able to keep 100% of the revenue and pass some savings to its users as a discount. Predictably, Google responded swiftly. Within hours, Fortnite was removed from the Google Play Store for violating the store's policies, which mandated that all apps offering in-app purchases must use Google's billing system. Epic was prepared for this reaction. Almost immediately after Fortnite was pulled from the Play Store, Epic filed a lawsuit against Google, accusing it of anti-competitive behavior. The lawsuit argued that Google's control over app distribution on Android devices amounted to a monopoly, one that unfairly controlled competition. The legal complaint didn't just focus on the 30% fee, though that was a major component, but it expanded to the broader issue of Google's dominance in the mobile market. Epic accused Google of using its power to suppress competition, pointing out that even though Android technically allows for apps to be downloaded outside of the Play Store through a process known as sideloading, Google's policies and restrictions made this process difficult, risky, and less appealing to both users and developers. This idea that Google's Play Store could be considered a monopoly might seem odd. After all, Android is an open-source platform. In theory, developers have more freedom to distribute apps outside of the Play Store. Google also argued that its policies are designed to protect users, providing them with secure and reliable app distribution, something that sideloading could not guarantee. However, Epic's lawsuit dived deeper into this notion, claiming that while Android's sideloading feature exists on paper, in practice, Google places so many barriers around it that most developers and users have little choice but to use the Play Store. As a result, developers who want their apps to reach the vast majority of Android users feel forced to comply with Google's terms and conditions, including the requirement to use Google's payment system and give up a large portion of their revenue. Epic wasn't alone in criticizing Google's policies. Over the years, many app developers have expressed frustration over the Play Store's 30% fee, which they consider excessive. They argue that while Google provides valuable services, such as user access, hosting, security, and marketing tools, the cost is disproportionately high, especially for smaller developers or apps that rely on in-app purchases for revenue. In response to mounting pressure, both Google and Apple later reduced their commissions to 15% for smaller developers whose earning less than $1 million a year. However, for companies like Epic, which generates billions in revenue from games like Fortnite, the 30% fee remained a sticking point. Epic's lawsuit also exposed how deeply ingrained Google's ecosystem is in the mobile market. While Android allows for some level of app distribution freedom, Google's pre-installed suite of apps, including the Play Store, Gmail, and Chrome, effectively makes it the default choice for the majority of users. According to research, Android accounts for over 70% of the global smartphone market, with more than 3.9 billion active devices worldwide. The sheer scale of Google's dominance made Epic's challenge all the more daunting, but Epic was willing to fight the battle, no matter the odds. In court, Google defended its policies by emphasizing the value it provides to developers. Google argued that its Play Store allows developers to reach billions of users, offers robust security features, and simplifies the app distribution process. Google also highlighted the fact that Android is more open than iOS, as it allows for apps to be distributed outside of its official store, unlike Apple's tightly controlled ecosystem. To counter Epic's claims of monopoly, Google pointed to the fact that there are alternative app stores, such as Samsung's Galaxy Store or Amazon's App Store, and that developers are free to choose these options or distribute apps directly to consumers via their own websites. But Epic wasn't just seeking to challenge Google's control over payments and app distribution. It was looking to reshape the mobile market itself. In the same way Epic wanted to break Apple's iron grip on iOS, it also aimed to push for a more open and competitive ecosystem. Epic believed that by challenging Google and Apple, it could set a precedent for greater developer freedom, allowing companies to choose their payment systems and retain more of their revenue. On October 8, 2024, Google ordered by court for next 3 years. Google will not be able to require app makers to use Google Play billing or prohibit app makers from telling their users about cheaper online goods on their website. Google will also have to permit competing Android app stores to access Google Play's catalog of apps. They will not be able to pay companies to launch apps exclusively or first on Google Play. Google also will not be able to pay companies to pre-install Google Play on new devices. Hearing this news, Alphabet's stock was down more than 2%. Ultimately, the Google Play versus Epic Games case is not just about one game or one company's profits. It's about the future of digital ecosystems and the balance of power between developers and platform holders. Epic's decision to take on Google and Apple is a bold one, driven by a desire to reshape the mobile market into a more open, competitive environment. And this case has already sparked important conversations about fairness, competition, and the role of tech giants in shaping the digital economy.